On day 1, I spawned in as a baby sky eel in an air palace. It was under attack by some phantom minions. Wait, my eel family! My sister stopped fighting briefly to warn me.
Run, Bronzo! It's too dangerous for you!
Then she flew back into the fray. She was right. The minions were difficult enough, especially since they were in the sun. But their leader, Static Claw, was on a whole other level. It was attacking with some crazy moves that sprayed electricity and sent eels flying.
This world will be perfect for our conquering. All the resources will be mine.
I tried to do what I could against the minions, but I was way too small. I had no choice but to try and hide. Suddenly, I spotted something terrible.
Come back here.
Static Claw was trying to take my parents. Mom! Dad! I tried to run to them, but I was attacked by some of the minions. I was too weak to fight back, and they injured me badly. I tried to escape by flying away, but I was too hurt. The minions swarmed me and knocked me off the edge of the palace. I was sent hurling through the air. It only took seconds for me to hit the ground. It hurt a lot, but somehow I survived. Oh no, no, no! I'm hurt! I can't fly very high right now. As I looked up towards the Sky Palace, I saw Static Claw taking off with my parents. There was no way I was letting him get away with this. I still couldn't fly up high, so I began to trail them from down low. On day 2, I was flying as fast as I could to keep up with Static Claw. I was sprinting so fast that I actually started gaining on them. Unfortunately, the minions that had been attacking the Sky Palace spotted me from above and swooped down. This is just my luck. Get away from me.
We have our orders, kid.
They began attacking me relentlessly.
You'll be eel meat soon.
There was no way I could keep following Static Claw in these conditions. I ran to the nearest cave I saw and ducked inside to escape the minions. When I got inside, I rested for a bit to try to restore some health. With this setback though, I knew that my parents were long gone by now. I peeked outside to see if the minions were still there, and they were guarding the entrance.
No way you'll escape with us here.
They're probably trying to wait me out. I decided to hang tight and see if they would leave by morning. On day 3, I woke up and took another look outside. The minions were still there, but they were sleeping since it was still really early in the morning. This is my opportunity to get out of here. Carefully, I crept out of the cave and navigated past the snoring minions. I managed to get a good bit away, but then disaster struck. I stepped right on a berry bush. Ow, ow! Uh-oh! The noise woke the minions right up, and they spotted me immediately.
Hey! Get him!
Got a blast! I took off, and they all got up and started chasing me again.
Not on my watch!
Like a guardian angel, my sister appeared and struck all the minions down with some epic razor wind power. Sis, I thought I'd never see you again.
Come on, we gotta go before more come.
My sister began running, and I followed her.
Do you have any food?
No, none.
I'm almost out too. Wait, stop!
What? What?
Food, up ahead!
Now that she pointed them out, I could see some cows.
Let's get the jump on them.
I'm not really good at fighting.
You're a sky eel. You're born to fight. Now let's go!
On day 4, my sister and I ran at the cows, and I unleashed my whirlwind power.
There you are! Great job!
I killed the cows and got some meat and leather from them. And together, we cooked the meat into some juicy steaks. Wow, this is really good. Thanks to the food, I grew into a full-sized sky eel. I could tell my flight was getting better because I gained 4 more hearts. Hey sis, do you know where mom and dad are?
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do whatever I can to find them.
Me too.
There's something I have to tell you. Only you can save them. There are 5 sky relics that exist in this world, and each one makes a user more powerful. Only you can attune to them. Each one you get will get you closer to stopping Static Claw.
If that's the case, let's go and get the first one.
Agreed. And I might just know where it is.
On days 5 to 6, I followed my sister to an ancient sky kingdom. It was so pretty up there, with all the clouds. It seemed that my sister was right about the location too. There on the throne was the first sky relic. Wow, that was easy. Let's get it. I definitely spoke too soon because I grabbed the relic and then the ground began to tremble. Well, that's not good.
Look out!
Out from the ground around us emerged dozens of sky deer. They were protectors of the sky relic, and they were not happy with me. The two of us fought against the sky beasts. They were powerful, with huge horns, but they were no match for our combined power. Luckily, when I grabbed the sky relic, I also got a really cool dagger. It had an awesome slash ability, so I used it to brush through all the monsters. Finally, we slayed all the beasts.
Wow, I didn't know you were that strong.
Yeah, I must get it from Dad. As I was traveling with my sister on days 7 to 8, we eventually came up to a camp, crawling with phantoms. Is that what I think it is? Mom and Dad were locked away in a cage here. We have to save them.
Trust me, I want to save them too. But this may not be the best time. We could both die, and it would be useless.
Then what do we do?
Let's spy on them to get some intel.
Luckily, we could eavesdrop from the spot we were at.
Please, free us!
Ha! That's never going to happen. We're taking over the world and we can't have you uniting the Air Palace to stop us.
What will you do with us then?
It's obvious. We'll hold you hostage until the Chosen One comes out to play.
You mean my son?
Yeah, that's who.
I'm the chosen one?
You'll never win!
Shut up, punk!
Then they started beating up my parents. I wanted to do something, but my sister held me back.
We'll be fine as long as we live. We need to go. I want to show you something.
All right, let's get out of here. On days 9 to 10, my sister took me back to the sky and taught me about cloud caves.
Inside these caves are little aura mobs that you have to fight and kill to collect resources. Follow my lead.
She took me inside, and there was a whole cave system. She showed me a good spot where there were a swarm of strange golems. We took them down one by one, and each one had dropped some iron, ready for use. Yes, I can craft some iron armor and tools now. I put down a crafting table and got right to it. Soon, I had everything I needed. Now, I'm protected for anything. Out of the cave tunnel, a magma golem, twice the size of an iron golem, appeared. And he did not seem happy that we just killed his friends.
Get ready. Here he comes.
The magma golem charged at us. We were trying to do as best we could. It would shoot fireballs at us. So we started using our air abilities. We were doing really well until out of nowhere, the giant magma golem landed a really hard blow on my sister. She was pushed back and seemed to be unable to fight anymore. It was up to me to finish the fight now. Luckily, with my new armor, I had the defenses I needed to defeat this magma golem. Take that! Now that the giant golem was dead, I quickly ran over to my sister to check up on her. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. We need to get to the Earth Kingdom immediately. They can help us.
All right, let's go. On days 11 to 13, I went to visit the Earth Kingdom. My sister and I walked through the streets for a bit, talking to some of the locals. Wow, nice place.
Yeah, it is.
Suddenly, there was a rumbling in the air, and a huge dragon swooped down. It was Static Claw. Not again. Static Claw started tearing at all of the locals. All these poor golems were being taken down by a dragon of mass destruction.
I can't let another kingdom fall.
But wait, I need you.
You can do anything you set your mind to. Just believe in yourself.
Then she leapt into the battle. The golems tried to fight back with their weaponry, but they weren't strong enough to match the might of this dragon. Static Claw was smashing at everyone. He even broke some of the mountain nearby, creating a massive crater. I tried to fight back against him, but his tough scales deflected all of my blows. I wasn't anywhere near strong enough to do any noticeable damage.
Is there a flea pawing at me?
Static Claw turned around to look at me. He was going to attack. There was no chance that I would survive one of his swipes. I looked around desperately for an escape. I flew over to the crater that Static Claw created, and it had revealed an ancient cave system. Without another thought, I darted in.
You can run, little eel, but I will find you.
Static Claw didn't fit into the cave system, so he flew away. I went deep down into the caves, but once I got to a certain point, I realized my sister wasn't there. Arya, where are you? She was nowhere to be seen. At least I'm far away from Static Claw, but I hope my sister got away too. I thought I was away from all of the destruction, but behind me appeared some kind of cave chief and one of his minions.
What are you doing in our ancient cave systems?
Wait, hold on, I can explain.
Take him away.
One of my captors then punched me hard enough to knock me out. On days 14 to 17, I woke up in a cage that was hanging over a bonfire.
Who are you?
I'm the chosen sky eel. I need to stop Static Claw before all heck breaks loose. And you're keeping me trapped here.
What? You mean Daboyama? This cannot be. Our tribe has carved etchings of Daboyama, or Static Claw as you say, for centuries. The prophecies showed that he would come and obliterate the lands, but I didn't think.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to stop him. And being locked up doesn't help. Aren't I on the drawings or something? I should be shown defeating him.
Oh, that? We thought that was a shrimp.
What?
Very well then. It seems like if it's up to you, we're all going to die. So nothing really matters. You, kill him.
This is ridiculous. I'd had enough. I gathered all my energy within myself and supercharged breaking the bars of the enclosure. I was free.
Don't let him escape.
The cave chief let his minions swarm me while he ran away. That's so cowardly. There were so many cave minions. They didn't hit that hard, but they sure had numbers. I used my sky dagger as well as my whirlwind power to try to defeat them. Finally, after what seemed like forever, I defeated the last one, and I ran after the cave chief. On days 18 to 21, the tunnel I was following exited into a big cavern. There was the cave chief, huffing and puffing. He looked really angry, and he was out of breath.
Fine. You want to die by my hands? Be my guest.
The chief, although slow, packed a powerful attack with his hammer. He also had a strong attack that summoned rocks to fall on me. I fought back with my wind attacks. Eventually, I won and slayed him. He dropped a mysterious key upon dying. I wonder what this is for. I exited the cave and back into the Badlands, and right in front of me was a huge temple. That has to be where the next relic is. I approached the temple, and with the mystery key, I was able to open up the entrance, and all the glass covering it disappeared. I went up to the relic, but before I could grab it, I heard a familiar sound. Husks? Can't I catch a break? I started to fight off the husks to try to keep them away from the relic, but after a while, it got overwhelming. I figured that the relic might be able to help me, so I grabbed the sky relic. I transformed into a giant sky eel serpent, and I gained 10 more hearts, along with a new vortex ability for my dagger. With my new power, I was able to use it against the husks, and they were unable to escape the power of the deadly swirls. Eventually, I defeated them all. This is amazing! Static Claw's days will be coming to an end soon. On days 22 to 25, I exited the temple, and outside waiting for me was a sky kraken.
I knew I sensed a threat that was starting to manifest around here. It was you, Sky Eel.
What the heck do you want from me? Who are you?
I'm Static Claw's second in command. I'm here to get rid of you once and for all. And maybe you'll give me a promotion.
Good luck taking me down. It won't be easy. I fought the Sky Kraken with the use of my whirlwind and new ability. The Vortex did a good job of trapping the Kraken in one place despite their size. The Sky Kraken unleashed their Hydro Pump attack, which almost killed me. I managed to keep fighting regardless. Eventually, with my skill and strength, I beat the Sky Kraken, sending them away.
This won't be the last of me, Sky Eel. You may have won this battle, but we will win the war.
Whatever you say, loser. I worried about where Arya was, but now isn't the time to go and find her. I needed some sort of sanctuary to defend myself from everyone trying to kill me. From days 26 to 29, I realized I needed a spot to be safe while I collected the sky relics. I returned back to the air palace where I was born. When I arrived, everything was destroyed, but there were a few survivors left. Are you guys okay?
Get out of here, you scaredy cat.
Yeah, we don't want you around here.
What did I do?
You left us here to die when Static Claw attacked. Get going. You're banished from the Air Palace.
I can't be! All of a sudden, my fellow sky eels began attacking me. I didn't want to fight back, so I quickly left the air palace. This is awful! Where am I going to live now? Maybe I can make myself a home. I decided to make a secure base where no one would be able to get me. With the materials I already collected and some new ores I grabbed, I started to build. I created a huge tower that went way up above the clouds. It made me a little less homesick. I also layered the walls enough that it wouldn't be possible for Static Claw to use his senses to find me. I had all the necessities I would need in my new home at the top. There we are, nice and tall. This looks awesome. Abruptly, before I went to bed, the tower began to shake. Huh? What's going on? I flew down to the base, and there were a bunch of zombies trying to knock it down. Hey, back off! With a few well-placed sky attacks and all of my power, I was able to take them down easy, one by one. Man, this vortex works like a charm. Eventually, I was able to kill the last one. I went ahead and dug out a moat around my tower, just in case more creatures came. That should keep them away. I then retreated back to my base to rest up for the battles that I knew were coming. On days 30 to 33, I woke up to the sound of crying. I flew out to investigate and followed the cries to the moat I had made. I went down to the pit and found a little guy at the bottom. Don't worry, little guy, I'll help you. I quickly placed some water on the edge so I could swim up and out of the pit. Sorry about that. That was meant for intruders, but you don't look like much of a threat.
I'm not a threat. I lost my family to Static Claw. He destroyed my entire home and injured me as well.
I'm sorry to hear that. You can stay at my house if you want.
Really? That would be great!
Awesome! Wait, you can fly, right?
Well, yes, I can float, but not actually fly yet. I have the ability to, but I'm too injured to fly right now.
That sounds familiar. Well, I'll help you up then. After bringing him up, I got to work and made him a nice spot of his own, right on top of mine. He had more walls and some windows and a few beds because he was a lot smaller than me. There you go, little guy. Hope you like it.
This looks comfy. Thank you.
No problem. What should I call you?
Little guy works, actually.
Sweet. Pleasure to meet you, little guy.
I appreciate it. There is still one thing that's bothering me, though.
What's that?
I want revenge for my home and family. I also left something really special at my old house that I want to retrieve. I wish I could beat up those mean phantoms guarding the place.
You know what? I agree. I think they need some butt kicking. Take me there and I'll help you out.
Really? Thank you so much.
On days 34 to 37, I followed the little guy to his hometown. Man, this place is overrun and on fire! It was completely taken over by Static Claw's phantom minions. They were crawling around everywhere. Stay back, little guy. I've got this. I ran in and started a ruckus, hoping to draw their attention. Hey, who's the lamest dragon around? I know, it's Static Claw.
Blasphemy. Get him.
As planned, all the minions ran at me and piled onto me. Haha, your mistake. I fought them back, dealing them serious damage with my sky abilities, especially dragging them in with my vortex.
He's too powerful.
I was able to kill them all with a few more well-placed blows.
Yeah! Wow! You're so awesome! Wait right there. I have something for you.
I wonder what it could be. Little guy ran back into his home and exited just a few moments later.
Here, take this.
Little guy handed me some ancient-looking armor. Hang on, are you sure?
Yeah, I want you to have it, since no one in my family can live on to use it.
Thanks, little guy. That means a lot. Let's get out of here. I took little guy back to my base, and Arya was there waiting for me. Sister, you're okay.
I am. I'm so glad to see that you're well. Jeez, those relics sure made you look strong.
Yeah, I feel better than ever.
Well, we can't wait much longer. We need to head into the Forbidden Woods. That's where the next relic is.
You got it. Little guy, you can stay here. We're heading out. From days 38 to 41, I traveled into the Forbidden Woods with Arya to search for the next relic.
Come on, it's around here somewhere.
The forest felt like a maze. We made so many twists and turns, and finally we arrived at what looked like a pool of water, and in the center was the next relic.
There it is, Bronzo.
I'll go get it. Right as I was about to grab it, a fae blocked me.
And where do you think you're going?
I need that sky relic. It's important.
I don't care. Shoo.
Don't be so rude to our guest, Dorotha.
Sorry, my queen.
Who are you?
I'm the Fae Queen, and I own these lands, including the sky relic you seek.
I need it. There is a strong evil upon us, and I'm trying to defeat it.
I'll tell you what. Defeat me in a duel, and it's yours. I always wanted to test my skills against a sky eel.
Duel?
Show 'em what you got!
The Fae Queen began to shoot out acid and razor leaves with super sharp edges. She poisoned me a couple times, but I beat back with my wind vortexes and other air attacks. It took a lot of skill to keep pushing her back, but I managed it.
Stop. You win.
Yes, I did it!
Good job, Bronzo! You may have access to the pool and the sky relic.
I grabbed the sky relic and gained a cool new power. I could shoot out a vortex tornado that did a lot of damage.
Go on now. If you can defeat me, I'm sure you'll be able to beat anything in your path.
Thanks. Come on, Arya. Let's go. On days 42 to 45, I finally reached the seas. The moment I got there, I saw Static Claw's second in command, wreaking havoc in a warship. She was targeting all the locals.
You look strong. Please help us.
Save us!
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Bronzo, I'll fight the smaller guys. You go for that sky kraken.
Got it. I leapt off a house and flew over to the ship. The sky kraken noticed me immediately.
It's him. All units, fire on the sky eel.
As they began to fire on me, I dodged their attacks, then took out some of the minions with ease. I kept snipping the minions with my powerful sky abilities, and in moments, it was just me and the sky kraken left.
You insufferable worm!
I'm gonna make you into fish bait, Sky Kraken. I launched myself at her, using my razor wind to slice at her, and my powerful tornadoes to deal devastating blows. The Sky Kraken thrashed and hit at me with her tentacles, but it was clear that I was starting to win. I was about to deal the last hit and kill her when I heard the minions call out behind us.
We got her! We got her!
I turned and saw that they had captured my beloved sister. No! Let her go!
How the tables have turned. Leave the ship now, or your sister dies.
Don't listen to her! She's bluffing!
I can't risk it! Regretfully, I flew off the ship, leaving the Sky Kraken alive and Arya captured. I'd returned home to tell Little Guy about everything that had happened.
Wow, that all sounds pretty bad, but I actually have worse news.
Worse than my sister being captured? Oh no, what is it?
Do you want the good news first or the super duper bad news first?
I guess that is super duper bad news. I followed Little Guy's gaze downwards to see that part of my base had been destroyed. What? Okay, that isn't worse by any means, but still, what happened?
While you were gone, Static Claw barged in and started destroying the place. It was chaos. I couldn't just stand idly by and let him take our home, so I valiantly charged in and watched from a distance while I hid.
Wow, very brave of you.
Hey man, it took a lot of guts to look on at all that destruction. From the safety of my hiding spot. Look, it was tactical, okay?
It's all right, but I need to stop him. Wait, before I go, that was the bad news, right? So what's the good news?
Oh, I heard Static Claw say he was going to execute your parents if you didn't show up and turn yourself in.
Dude, that's not good news at all.
Yeah, in hindsight, they were both really bad news. I just wanted to let you down easy.
First my sister, and now my parents? There has to be something I can do. I can't stay here, Little Guy. You rebuild the base while I'm gone.
You got it.
And so I charged out to go rescue my family from Static Claw. On days 50 to 53, I went searching for Static Claw's camp. Now, if I was Static Claw, where would I make my base? After some more exploring, I came across a camp. It had to be Static Claw, because there were some of his minions. There were only a few scattered about the camp, so I knew I could take them out pretty easily. Time to pick them. I marched right into the camp and began destroying them. These phantoms had my family, so I no longer had any patience with them. Luckily, I was able to use all of my air abilities on these phantoms, and they never flew very high. I guess that's the downside of being a phantom at daytime. Even though I wanted to get rid of all the phantoms, I had to keep one alive, so I could interrogate them. You're gonna tell me everything you know right now!
Or what?
Or you're gonna end up just like your buddies!
Okay. Static Claw has a giant treasure room.
What about it?
Don't yell, I don't work under pressure.
I'm losing patience!
Okay, fine. That's where he has one of his sky relics. Please don't kill me.
Okay, I'll spare you, but you're gonna take me right to his lair.
What? No, he'll kill us both.
Then it looks like your life ends here. That's too bad.
Wait, okay, I'll do it.
Take me right now! Without another second's hesitation, the minion took off, and I followed hot on his tail. Static Claw's base was nearer than I anticipated. Very soon after leaving, we were looking right at it from a small distance away. Okay, so how do I get in?
not really sure. Static Claw never lets us in.
Then here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go in there and tell everyone, including Static Claw, that you found the sky eel. And you're gonna take me far, far away while I figure it out. Capiche?
Yes, Capiche, yes, fine!
The minion flew off as I waited. On days 54 to 57, I watched as Static Claw and some of his army left the base in a hurry. Looks like my plan worked. Now's my chance. I walked out to find a large pair of steel doors. Dang it, I don't have a key. Guess there's only one way in. Blasting a giant hole through them with my powers, baby! I did just that. Using my air abilities, I was able to blow through the doors easily. I guess I could have also checked to see if the doors were unlocked in the first place, but that way looks way less cool. Now I was able to enter, so I snuck into Static Claw's treasure room and took the sky relic. I had come there just for the relic, but all of the dragon's gold and valuables were way too tempting. This much money could change so many lives in the realms. And so I got to work stealing all of his treasure. Just then, Static Claw barged into the room. Ugh! I knew I shouldn't have trusted that minion. I felt it in my gut, my long, skinny eel gut.
You know stealing from others is wrong, right?
You've tried to kill me multiple times, so I don't think you have any room to talk morally. Besides, it's not like you'll be needing it. I've got the 4th sky relic, so it's all over for you, Static Claw.
You're awfully quick to assume that you've won.
That was when Static Claw revealed my sister. Before I even had a chance to attack, he killed her instantly. No! Aria!
You steal from me, I steal from you. Fair's fair.
Suddenly, he began charging up and morphed into an armored form. Utilizing the power of the sky relic, I was able to grow stronger too. I became even bigger and gained 5 more hearts. Ah! I charged in and attacked Static Claw with all of my newfound might. Using my air powers, I slowly chipped away at Static Claw's armor. Finally, using my wind slash attack, I was able to break it down. I thought this would shift the fight into my favor. However, it turned out Static Claw was even more powerful without his armor. I had no choice but to use my new power to put down a smoke screen and fly away, barely escaping with my life. Wow, that smoke screen was awesome! With no way to damage Static Claw, I had no choice but to escape with the treasure and the sky relic. On days 58 to 61, in honor of my sister, I flew to the different kingdoms to dispense Static Claw's treasures I had collected. First, I went to the Earth Kingdom, and they were very happy to receive the funds.
Thank you, Bronzo. Thanks to you returning our treasure that Static Claw stole from us, we can rebuild our city.
Of course, and there's a little extra in there too. Think of it as a personal donation from Static Claw. Next, I went to the Sea People and gave them some treasure as well. Finally, I had returned to my former home, the Air Palace.
You! What are you doing back here? You're supposed to be banished!
I'm sorry for leaving you guys, but look, I brought a bunch of gold for you to help repair the damage the kingdom suffered from Static Claw. So are we cool now?
Nope. Still banished. In fact, you're banished again! As second banishing, for not having yet returned the king and queen!
Are you serious? You think I don't want to save my parents? Believe me, I would if I could. I tried to save my sister, and I couldn't even do that. I acted before I was ready and lost her. I'm not going to make that mistake again.
We're so sorry for your loss.
You're welcome to stay here. It's only fair considering you're the prince of these lands.
Plus, you're kind of the only one who can stop Static Claw.
Yeah, that too.
Well then, my first act as prince will be to rebuild this place. On days 62 to 65, the Air Palace was rebuilt. With it constructed again, I felt like nothing could stop me. Now I have to save my parents before Static Claw kills them too. One of the air people, a firefly, overheard me talking and flew up to me.
You know, I know of a great weaponsmith. They're able to craft all sorts of legendary weapons.
Really? Who are they?
They go by the name of Yorn. They're responsible for creating some of the most powerful weapons the Sky Kingdom has ever had.
Then I need their help to get a weapon strong enough to kill Static Claw.
Ha! Good luck. They've sworn to never use their skill to smith again.
I don't care. Lead me to them. I won't take no for an answer. It's for the good of everyone.
All right, whatever you say.
I followed the firefly as they began to lead me in Yorn's direction. It was quite the distance to travel, and along the way, we ran into some hostile mobs.
Ah! Help, I can't fight!
Stay behind me. I leapt in front of the firefly to protect them from the mobs as they began to attack. I was strong enough to kill all of them and keep the firefly safe.
Thank you. Follow me, we're almost there.
After a short trek, we made it to Yorn.
I have to go back now, but good luck with Yorn. I believe in you.
Thanks, I'll need it. On days 66 to 70, I was in Yorn's giant abode. Hello? Yorn? Is anyone there? But there was no immediate response. Maybe I don't have the right place, or maybe that firefly gave me the slip. When I see that bug, I'm gonna...
Who dares to call my name?
That'd be me. I dares. My name's Bronzo, and...
You have awoken me from my slumber, and for that you shall be punished.
Before I had time to explain myself, he rushed at me, ready to fight. With no choice but to defend myself, I fired back with my wind slashes. But it was no use. Yorn was far too big for my attacks to do any damage. Even though I couldn't damage him, I knew I couldn't back down. I had to demonstrate my power, so I hit him with an onslaught of all of them. Suddenly, he stopped fighting me.
Whoa, I am surprised. I see now that you are truly a powerful being.
Thank you. Wait, surprised?
Yes, you are some sort of airborne linguine noodle. I have never seen such a powerful pasta.
What? Obviously I'm not a noodle. Haven't you even seen a sky eel?
No, I have not. You say that like it's a common thing.
Whatever. Look, I came here because I need a weapon. I've heard you're one of the best in the biz, so can you make me one?
One of them? Are you joking with me? I am the best weaponsmith in all the lands.
Then make me something powerful enough to defeat Static Claw.
Ho! You are one funny eel from the sky.
What? What's so funny? I didn't say anything funny.
I do not just have all the materials needed lying around. What do I look like? Some kind of...
Weapons crafter? Yeah, less and less. How about this? Why don't I get them for you?
You, the Sky Noodle. All right. But if you end up in a dire situation, do not point any metaphorical eel fingers at Yorn. For such a mighty weapon, I will need materials from each of the 3 lands. Bark from the great tree, a magical ore that exists only in the ocean mined from the shark-infested underwater caves. And, finally, and most importantly, a celestial crystal.
Ah, of course. The celestial crystal. Very important. Where do I find that exactly?
I don't know. You volunteered for this, not me. Legend has it, the crystal was formed by an ancient sun-worshipping cult. The remains of their temples lie on the tallest, most perilous mountain in the realm.
Got it. I'll be back. Trust me.
I am not really concerned about it either way. So, there is no pressure if you perish.
On days 71 to 74, I traveled to the Earth's territory to get materials from the Great Tree. But there was an old sage standing in front of me.
Halt! Who goes there? Ah, if it isn't the young air prince, what brings you all the way down here to the realm of the Earth?
I'm actually here to visit your Great Tree. I really need some of its bark, so I can craft a weapon strong enough to defeat Static Claw.
It is as I foretold.
If you foretold it, then why did you even ask?
Yes, well, the tree is a mighty spirit. It will grant you its bark, but only if you ask, and the great tree deems you worthy. You may venture forth.
Nervously, I approached the tree. So, Great Tree, could I maybe have some of your bark, please? Is that a yes? I'm gonna take that as a yes. I moved up to the great tree and tore off a piece of its bark. Next, I journeyed beneath the ocean to the underwater caves. I looked in from a distance, and just as Yorn had said, the cave was filled with a shiny, magical-looking ore. And more concerningly, sharks! There's no way I can sneak past all these guys. Guess I have no choice but to fight them. And so, I rushed in, ready for a tussle.
Boy, what are you doing here? I didn't know we were gonna get a guest from an eel, buddy.
Oh right, I forgot eels are traditionally underwater creatures. Ahem. Yes, it is me, a normal water fish. How goes it, my fellow underwater brethren? Could I possibly take some of that ore there?
Yeah, quite. What do you need it for? You trying to pull the wool over our eyes?
I'm just joshing you. It's all yours.
And so, I took all of the resources and left the cave in a hurry. Finally, I reached the tallest mountain Yorn had talked about. He had also mentioned that it was an incredibly perilous climb to reach the top, so I was prepared for a long, excruciating journey up. Wait a minute, I can fly! Duh! With that, I flew upwards towards the mountain's peaks. On days 75 through 78, I arrived at the remains of the Sun Temple and quickly ventured towards it. Now where could it be? I looked around the ruins, searching high and low, but there was no sign of it. Where the heck is it? Shouldn't there be a pedestal or something here? Suddenly, as I was searching, a giant spider hit me. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Nice spider, easy spider. The monster ran in, ready to fight. The giant spider had big teeth and a poisonous spit ability. He wasn't playing around. I hit them with all of my powers to soften them up. It didn't do anything. Immune to wind, huh? How about this? I swung in my sword and even started hacking away at him. He was taking damage, but every time I got a hit in, he would get me back. I wanted to quit, but I was so close to finishing the weapon. I won't stop fighting! With one final blow, I ended the monster. Yes! Take that, you giant nasty 8-legged freak! As the spider died, it dropped the celestial crystal I had been searching for. And there we go. That's everything. I made my way back to Yorn.
You're back! Chickened out, huh? It's okay. There's no shame in defeat.
I dropped all the materials at his feet.
Wait, you did it? It seems I underestimated you, flying spaghetti noodle. You are truly worthy of my most powerful creation.
He went down to his bench to work. He came back up and gave me a soul-bound spear. It was a spear with built-in automatic loyalty and with epic piercing power. Whoa, this is so amazing! I bet it does a lot of damage.
I know you have the strength to use it well. I am so proud of you, Bronzo.
Just then, Yorn was struck down with a massive water attack. No! Behind where Yorn had been was the Sky Kraken. She had killed him with no hesitation.
Oh, that was too easy. And you're next.
Not this time! I flew at her using my soul-bound spear. It was stronger than anything I had before. I was able to throw seemingly endless attacks thanks to its ability. She was strong. I couldn't have done it all alone, but with my spear, I could finally do some damage.
What is that?
I kept hitting her, and she was getting weaker and weaker. I had her on the ropes.
Whatever. You're lucky this time, Bronzo. Next time you won't be.
The Sky Kraken flew off. Yeah, you better run with your tentacles between your other tentacles. Yeah. On days 79 to 82, I headed back to the base to meet with Little Guy. How's it been, dude? This place looks awesome. Great job fixing it.
Great, actually. I've been really enjoying the peace here in the base, and I was able to fix everything that Static Claw destroyed. How about you?
No good. I've lost a lot of friends, and I still need to find the remaining relic.
Oh, that stinks. I wish I could be of more use, but all I can do is build these awesome bases. Sorry, Bronzo.
It's all right. I'm gonna go think on my own for a little while. I headed to a secluded part of my base to get some quiet. I don't think I can do it. Not without my sister.
You called?
Just then, before me was my sister, but she was all blue. Aria! But how?
I've returned as a spirit for a time. You've been doing an excellent job on your own, Bronzo. I'm proud of you.
I'm so excited to see you again.
As am I. But there is yet another sky relic you have not obtained. I know where this one is. Head over to the Ocean Temple located deep in the North Sea. You will find it there.
Will you come with me?
I have the strength, so for now I can.
United once again with my sister, I headed over to the location of the last sky relic.
We'll have to be careful.
The whole area was crawling with Static Claw's followers. On days 83 to 86, my sister and I were outside of the location of the last sky relic. Somehow, Static Claw had learned about it and sent the Sky Kraken and his minions to retrieve it. We went underwater, and the temple was like an ocean monument, but refurbished and much more grand.
Wait, look!
What is it? I looked at where my sister was pointing. No way! Our parents are locked up here! Looks like we'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone then. Now's our chance. Let's get the sky relic and save our parents. I figured that if I could sneak around the minions, I could make it right up to the sky kraken and catch her by surprise. She was the key in all of this. If I could defeat her, the minions would be scared off. Then we could grab the sky relic and free my parents. We rounded the corner and leapt into battle.
What? Where did you come from? And you! I thought I killed you!
I came back for seconds!
This day is your last!
Even with the both of you, you're too weak!
Arya and I charged into the battle with vengeance. I summoned all my strength and abilities to fight the sky kraken. There was too much on the line to lose now. The sky kraken wasn't going down easily, even with the help of Arya. Enough! I'm done with you! With my sisters and I's combined might, we took down the sky kraken once and for all. As she died, the sky kraken dropped the last relic.
It's finally yours!
I picked it up and felt its power merge with me. It was a giant tornado spinning around at immense speed. This is awesome!
Bronzo, I'm so proud of you. Take good care of our parents in the Sky Kingdom. I'll always watch over you.
With that last word, my sister disappeared. Goodbye, Arya. It was a bittersweet goodbye, but I knew that I was ready now. Soon I would defeat Static Claw once and for all. Before that, though, I had one more thing to do. I rushed over to where my parents were being held and opened their cage.
Bronzo, you've saved us!
It was about time. Let's go home, guys. On days 87 to 90, I returned back to the Air Palace with my parents.
The king and queen have returned! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Yes, yes. Huzzahs all around indeed.
Hey, Bronzo, come over here. There's something I want to show you.
After following my dad for a bit, he had led me to a secluded area of the Air Palace I had never seen before.
I think you're ready to learn an ancient sky eel ability.
He demonstrated it by unleashing a powerful electrical blast.
Now, why don't you try doing the same?
Channeling all my power within me, I unleashed a mighty lightning punch ability, just like my dad had shown me.
I knew you could do it, son. You must use your abilities to stop Static Claw before he gains too much power. Hit him where it hurts. Take down his minions, and his armies will surely crumble.
All right, I'm on it, Dad. On days 91 to 93, I headed over to Static Claw's Citadel. Hey, Static Claw, come out and fight me! There was no sign of him, but all of a sudden, a massive army attacked me. Ha! This is a perfect time to see how powerful I really am! I went through and used each of the relics on his army. They fell easily. I flew over to the army and used my new Thunder Punch, and it electrocuted his forces. I had become so powerful on my journey. I made quick work of them. With these relics, the army stands no chance against me. All of a sudden, I saw Static Claw flying at me at an incredible speed. Uh-oh, looks like I stayed longer than I should have. I turned to run, but I was still too slow. Static Claw caught up to me easily.
I see you've grown more powerful. Let's see what you can do.
Static Claw attacked me, tearing me apart with his teeth. His lightning powers were immense. I tried to hit him, but it didn't do much. It was clear he was playing with his food. I couldn't escape. He was too fast. Oh no, I can't win!
Okay, I've seen enough.
He tore into me with one final blow, and I fell out of the sky. Ah! I hit the ground with a hard thud.
Take him away.
The minions approached me, but I was so weak. I couldn't fight back. I couldn't move. I couldn't fly. I passed out. On days 94 to 96, I woke up in a cage. Static Claw was there watching over me.
You're awake now, tiny sky eel.
You won't get away with this, Static Claw.
Oh, but I will, and I'll get more than I ever wanted. I've already accomplished so much. Just think about it. I've destroyed kingdoms, razed villages, flattened landscapes, killed your dear beloved sister, and now I've captured you. Oh, victory is certainly so sweet.
I'm gonna break free from here. Just you watch.
Well, I won't be watching because I have more important things to attend to. Goodbye, Sky Eel.
As Static Claw lumbered off, the guards encircled my cage. Static Claw then flew away. Come on, there's gotta be something I can do. Like a guardian angel, my sister Aria appeared before me once again.
Bronzo, I've been watching you. You can do it. I believe in you.
A blinding light emanated from her, and the cage disappeared around me.
Now go.
You're right! I've got this! Now that I was free from the cage, I attacked the guards.
Ah! He's free!
The phantoms swooped in to stop me, so I fought them back, keeping them in place with my vortexes and hitting them hard with my thunder punch. They swarmed and continued fighting, but I took them out fairly quickly, now that I was stronger. Good riddance, you sky rats! With that settled, I flew away after Static Claw. On days 97 to 98, as I was flying looking for Static Claw, I passed one of his camps. I flew down closer to get a better look. Then I discovered a group of former minions who had turned away from Static Claw's path of darkness.
Hark, Sky Eel, have pity on us lot, for we have seen the error of our ways.
Nice try. I'm not falling for that one. You're just trying to catch me off guard and ambush me. Well, if you're gonna attack me, just do it already. Wait. You guys are serious?
Yes, we were blind to the truth, and now that we have seen the evil within Static Claw, we wish to atone. Atone!
Atone? Huh. Alright, why don't you guys come join my cause?
Huzzah! Redemption is ours!
Sensing a potential for change within them, I brought the minions back to the Air Palace.
Prince Bronzo, how could you allow these conspirators to enter our sanctum after all they've done? Are they captives?
Yes, that's it! The princess captured Static Claw's lackeys and brought them here to extract information out of them.
No. They're not captives. These guys have had a real change of heart. You can trust them.
This is highly unorthodox. We will not stand for this.
Unless maybe they help out around here.
Yes, then maybe we will stand for this.
We'll do anything.
Well, looks like we got some new friends. And just in time, because I want to give a speech. Everyone gather around. For day 99, with everyone together, I started to say my last goodbyes to all my friends. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the video, be sure to give it a like. Comment down below what your favorite power is, and subscribe so you never miss another video. Unfortunately, after it got dark, while I was in the middle of delivering my speech, some of Static Claw's new mutant phantom minions charged in and started attacking my friends. I dashed in to save them and began fighting off the minions. I picked them off one by one, but there were too many of them. They just kept coming. Their numbers were overwhelming me, and time was running out. I can't fight these guys forever. Static Claw must have sent them to stall my arrival, so he can have more time to prepare for our fight. Ugh, that cheater!
You go on, Bronzo. We can handle these guys.
Thank you, former evil dudes. You're atoned in my book.
Atoned? Atoned!
With that, I took off into the sky to go settle things with Static Claw. On day 100, I approached Static Claw, ready to finish him once and for all. It's over for you, Static Claw. Time to return to your home world. But Claw just laughed in response. What's so funny?
You simply don't understand. My world and its materials are depleted. It is nothing but a desolate wasteland. This is our home now.
Then you leave me no choice but to take you down.
You're welcome to try, worm.
Before I knew it, the fight was underway. Two titans clashing up. But every attack I landed just glanced off of his special armor. Nothing's working. I need to find a weak spot.
I'll never understand you heels. You try and try, but you never truly succeed, do you? Why don't you just give up and admit defeat? You're embarrassing yourself.
I won't lose. I can't lose. After everything I've been through and how far I've come, I won't let it be for nothing. I continued barging him with attacks, even getting him swept up into my tornadoes. Eventually, I broke a piece of his armor. I kept focusing my attacks, and piece by piece, his armor was being destroyed. I'm going to rescue this kingdom.
Impossible. He's gaining strength based on willpower alone.
I could tell Claw was getting scared, His attacks, which hurt so much at the beginning of my journey, were now barely affecting me. His attacks were becoming weaker, but I kept getting stronger each time I laid into him.
I may have underestimated you before, but no longer. Time to die.
All of my determination and special abilities came together to deliver a devastating blow to Claw. When the dust settled, I approached to finally take him out. He jumped up and continued to try to fight, even summoning a storm in the process. He swiped me with his claws in a desperate attempt to win, but I was too fast and much more powerful now.
How is this possible?
I got stronger, didn't you? I delivered the final blow to Static Claw, and his life faded away. So did the evil power in the area. Your reign of terror is finally over! Bronzo!